Hey guys, it's Denver here, and I want to talk about why I stay natural, or why I am a natural bodybuilder. Over the years, so many years now, I get so many people telling me that I can't be natural. There's no way I'm natural. Maybe I'm natural now, but I wasn't, years ago or whatever else. But if you follow my progress, you'd see that anyone who knows me would see a steady increase in strength, size, weight, and all that stuff as I've progressed, as a weight training athlete or as a bodybuilder or whatever you want to call me. There's no obvious spike in progression in any way as you'd see from someone who does use drugs to aid in their goals and strengths and stuff like that. But basically, the reasons why I stay natural, number one is when I started training, I got really good results and I fell in love with weight training, and I thought to myself, wow, I'm 16 years old, how far can I take this? Like, surely if I continue to train and do what I'm doing, I'm going to continue to get a result. So my goal, when I'm 50 years old, I'm still going to be training with weights. I'm still going to be trying to be as muscular and as strong as possible. So to me, there's no, it's not a race at all. So there's no finish line. It's just part of life for me to train and lift weights. So the results that I've got so far is the number one reason why I have no desire to take drugs or to take steroids. Number two would be, I think that drugs are very addictive and expensive as well. So if I was to take drugs, I'm obviously going to be addicted to it. I'm going to love the results that I get from it if I do get a result from it, and I'm going to want to keep doing it, and keep doing it will mean spending more money on it, and spending more money on it would result in wasting more money on something that's not going to really benefit me in any way. And being a natural bodybuilder, I feel like there's room for me to be one of the best natural bodybuilders in the world in due time if I put the work in. Whereas if I decide not to be natural and compete, in the untested shows, then I'm going to have to start right at the bottom. And in my eyes, the competition with the untested shows, it's more about not only genetics and years of training and experience, but also who can afford the most drugs or who can afford to take the most stuff. And that's not really going to be smart financially and smart health-wise as well if I was to do that, because then I'd be trying to compete and catch up and get on to the highest level, when as a natural athlete I can do that without drugs, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does. Another reason that I stay natural is a respect thing. I feel like I've gained a lot of respect from people, from family, from friends, from people in the industry, because I am natural. And these days it's pretty rare to see a bodybuilder or a successful powerlifter or just a weight trainer or someone that has a physique like mine who has stayed natural. And I've built it up over a long period of time, and I have people who look up to me, and I'd like to keep that up and keep my reputation and keep that respect nice and high. Another reason why I choose to stay natural is I have no intention on being huge. I don't want to be the next Phil Heath or Ronnie Coleman, and even though I look up to those guys, that's not the look that I'd like to have. So being massive and being huge is not a goal of mine. I used to think that it would be really, really hard for me to get to 100 kilos with abs, and right now I'm 103 kilos and I can still see my abs, and that actually has been a pretty big challenge because it's taken me 8 or 9 years to get there. So but it's been worth every day, every month, every year. Another reason why I stay natural would be, this is not me being cocky or arrogant or anything like that, but I feel like I'm already stronger than 90% of people in the gym and people that I meet who like to train. So even those who aren't natural. So what benefit would I have to use the juice? And in other words, it's really unnecessary. I'm not going to gain anything from it. I still have so much more to achieve. I'm only 24 years old right now, so I plan on doing this for another 30 or 40 years to come. And clearly, I feel like I don't need the drugs. So that's a couple of points why I stay natural. There's probably a couple of other reasons as well that don't come to mind right now, but generally it's pretty obvious. So if you are natural and you have people always saying, oh, you can't be natural, you got to be on gear, you got to be doing something. Generally, they're the type of people who have taken steroids before or drugs or whatever and didn't really get a result, and that comes back to them not knowing the basics. So when people say to me, you can't be natural, I'll say, well, are you natural? And if they say no, I'll say, okay, so why is it that I'm bigger than you? Why is it that I'm stronger than you right now? And they look at me weird and they don't know. Well, and then I say to them, do you know how much food you eat on a daily basis? Do you train as hard as you really can? Do you know how much protein you have per day? Do you know how much protein you should be having per day? How many hours do you sleep? Do you prepare your meals? Do you stuff like that? Do you drink alcohol? Do you take other drugs, recreational drugs? And pretty quickly people realize that they're not really where they need to be in terms of creating a lifestyle or an environment for optimal results. So that's pretty much it. So if you're one of the guys out there who are natural and stay natural, keep doing that. And I'm going to be natural for the rest of my life. So thanks, guys.